Good morning to you all. I'm very pleased to be back in St. Anne's. I've only been here one night and discovered how comfortable my bed is compared to what I've been sleeping in over the last 6 to 7 weeks. I've been up in the Solomon Islands, and my main point of going there was to visit the Gari-speaking people and to ask them, do they still want me to print the book? It's been a long time in preparation, but I thought it was most important that they should give me their permission and their blessing to go ahead. And so that was the real reason I went there, and of course they said yes, and a big yes. And so now I'm back and I'm going to be working full-time on getting the book published. Well, one of the key highlights of my time away was the visit to the village of Sugu down the weather coast of Guadalcanal. And that's where I used to spend a lot of my time as a priest before, and also when I went back to do research work. So many people recognized me again, but a lot of the people I worked with have now died, so that was sad. But I loved the way that they welcomed me into their homes again and into the village. And it was lovely to be able to recapture the language that I had once learned. It just seemed to pour out of me, and within a day or two I was back to normal. We spent about 4 days talking about the book and going through chapter by chapter. It's a long way from Honiara. It's about 3.5-4 hours by motorised canoe, a 24-foot fiberglass canoe with a 40 horsepower sitting on the back of it. And I got a bit sunburnt going down. I covered my head and my arms and everything, but I forgot about my feet. And so my feet got badly burnt and blistered. Slowed me down for about a week or two. I was hosted in Honiara by the Archbishop Chris Cardone, a Dominican priest, and he made me most welcome. Took me around a bit around Honiara, which I was kind of in shock with because it's so many changes. And he acknowledged the work of the previous Marist missionaries, how they had planted the seeds. And from just among the Gari people, which wouldn't be more than 6,000 of them, since the beginning of the 21st century, the last 25 years, there have been 15 priests ordained from that area. So we must have done something good. And there's one young Dominican priest who is also Father Kerry. I went to visit his mother, whom I remembered very well. I was very lucky. But now we come down to the gist of it all. While I was down the coast, the rat trap went snap and we were in lockdown, and I didn't know about it until I got back to Honiara. So I was stuck there, and it wasn't until 2 weeks ago that there was a charter flight arranged from Honiara to Australia, and I was able to get a seat on that flight, and there were about probably 60 or 70 people came back to New Zealand on that Air New Zealand flight from Sydney. And then we went to lockdown. I've never been so well treated. On the 5th floor of the Pullman Hotel, could never afford to go there myself. The bed was huge. You could have put a football team in there and then you'd still lose some of them. And one of the funny things was, I wrestled with the bed and I had to pull it out from the wall. I made it eventually. I thought I can sleep in that. And then I just noticed down the back of the bedboard there was something between the carpet and the wall. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was quite a large diamond stone that someone had lost out of their ring. So I handed it in to the manager of the hotel and told him where I'd found it. I said, do you guys put these rings in the room so your customers and your clients can be tested for honesty? And he denied that. He said, no. We came back from there last Thursday, and then there was an issue with coming back to St Anne's after an incident last week that the guys here were put under lockdown till they got clearance. And so that only happened yesterday. So I've only had one sleep here. And it's so lovely to be back, and I wish you all the very best, and I hope to be around a little bit longer. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.